This is us just doing our own thing.
We just straight chilling.
He's Ro.
She's Meg.
It's Megan Ro in the morning. Good morning.
Buenos dias.
My name is Megan, and I had something. Why do I always lose it? I am really big into a Japanese fashion subgenre called decora, which is like, how do you describe decora? I think I just want you to put some pictures up on the screen. You can also, if you're listening,
like declaration.
Yeah, like declaration. And it's
of independence.
It's oh my god, it's it's categorized by being very bright, very
Okay.
colorful, having a lot of patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm really into it. I just think it's really interesting looking. It's different from kidcore, but kidcore like often will incorporate a lot of decora elements to it, to my understanding. So
Hi, I'm Ro, and I was like thinking really hard yesterday about Dum Dums.
Dum Dum Pops?
Yeah, the Dum Dum Pops.
Can I tell you a story about Dum Dum Pops?
Go for it.
Okay, so when I volunteered for my very first K-pop concert, GOT7 in Houston, 2018, one of my like co-volunteers took out this giant bag of Dum Dum Pops from their backpack and shared them with everybody. It was really fun.
The fact that Dum Dums will never go out of style.
Yep, exactly. They
But
can't.
my thought about Dum Dums and brings a thought about other candies is when they have like a mystery flavor. I don't think it's a mystery flavor.
It's just whatever flavor they had left over.
And they just wrap it in mystery.
Right.
And you're just like, what is, like the Airhead one, the
Right.
white one,
Yeah.
or whatever color it is, like mystery flavor.
Isn't that usually just cherry?
I think it's cherry vanilla or something like that.
Right.
But they just label it as mystery, so you start thinking about, what could it be? Makes you makes you want to buy more,
Right. Exactly.
and therefore $1 billion company.
Yeah.
So it's not a mystery; it's just history.
Today we're gonna mic drop. We're gonna be talking about holiday travel tips because at the time of us recording this, I just got back from LA. Well, I guess not just got back from LA. I got back from LA Thursday night of last week.
So December
3rd. Yeah, no, December 2nd.
2nd.
Yes, because I was in Lufkin on the 3rd.
Yes.
And you guys are listening to this. I can't see our whiteboard, but you guys are listening to this closer to Christmas. And you might be traveling for Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or end of the year holiday celebrations.
Yeah, and if you're like, I need to buy a plane ticket, well, you're shit out of luck, or you have a lot of money because
Very expensive. So, Ro, do you have any questions about what it's like to travel during COVID? Because for some of you, this will be the first time you'll be traveling via airplane since the pandemic started.
okay, so mask is mandatory.
Yes,
Mask is
it
mandatory.
is a federal law.
It's okay. There you go. It's a law. It's not a suggestion. It is not a hey if you want, or it's not the recommended.
No,
It's the motherfucking law.
it's the law. They repeat that several times throughout the airport and when you're in the airplane. You can actually get banned from flying if you refuse to wear a mask.
If you haven't seen all the TikTok videos of the Karens, not wanting to wear a mask, just take a hint. Just wear a mask.
Just wear the mask. They will provide one for you.
They will, because I went to North Carolina for spring break and I had a bandana on because I forgot to bring a surgical mask. And the flight attendant's like, the bandana's not allowed. And I was like, okay, like, that's all I have. And okay, well, we're going to give you a mask. I'm like,
Oh,
all
right.
cool.
You did go. Yeah, I remember that. Well, do you have any other questions for like now? You forgot to mention that you like flew earlier this year.
No, I think I pretty much know the rundown. I guess for the people that don't know, we can give them some helpful tips and tricks.
Yes.
And like, don't do this and don't do that, or do
Right.
this and do that.
Right. So what I will say is that it's not very much different, in my opinion, from flying beforehand. The last time that I flew was 2017 when I was going to Japan. And the last time my sister flew was in 2019. My sister's 13, by the way. And we went together to LA. So the interesting thing is that you really just in the airport they don't enforce it as much, but on the airplane they do enforce it.
Yeah.
So in the airport you can obviously eat if you pick up food from one of the kiosks or from one of the little restaurants inside the airport, but just be courteous to others around you if they are wearing their mask up. Like if you bring food back to where you're sitting, like at your terminal, instead of just eating at the food court, maybe like put up your mask in between bites, which is what they recommend that you do on the airplane, because maybe there's people around you who are avoiding the food court for a reason.
Maybe they just want to smell your stinky breath too.
Exactly.
I mean, because you're just smacking and chewing, and then as you're smacking and chewing, a little bit of garlic,
onion,
starts to not eliminate, but fade away from your mouth. And then if someone happens to put on their mask, as soon as that air hits the mask, and they smell that fucking raw onion and mushrooms or whatever, just don't do that, man.
Just be courteous.
Or just be the loner in high school or like in public areas and just sit by yourself, away from everybody else.
Right.
And like sit in the corner and just eat.
Yeah.
In silence.
Right.
And judge everybody. How many times did you do that? How many people have you judged at the airport?
I didn't really judge anyone, actually.
I judge their outfits. I'm like, man, you're gonna wear that? Like, we're going to the same state and you're wearing that?
I didn't really pay that much attention to what people are wearing. But I did judge people. Okay, so on the flight going to LA, everybody followed the rules. They only had to make like one announcement saying, hey, it's federal law. Between sips or bites of your food, put your mask over your mouth and your nose. I do not know why that is hard to understand. You wear the mask over your mouth and your nose. It's not hard.
Not on your mustache.
Yeah, that's not where it goes.
Not on your beard.
No, it goes over the mouth and nose. And for any of you guys who are like, well, masks are uncomfortable, they're not that bad. The surgical masks that you can get literally anywhere.
See, I have an argument with people like, masks are uncomfortable. All right, well, tell your dentist to take off his mask because it's uncomfortable.
Just let your dentist spit in your mouth.
Tell the surgeon to not go do proper procedure of like cleaning and sanitizing and stuff because it's very uncomfortable and time consuming. I mean,
sure, nobody really likes masks that much. But also, like, it's not that big of a deal. So, like, if you don't want to wear masks, then why don't you just don't fly?
Just tell your nurse to, like, not wear gloves when she, like...
is poking around in there. Yeah. Sorry, my dog is, like, looking at me.
He's whine so sad. Is really loud.
Yeah, he is. He misses me. My baby. Can you insert a picture of him?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, can we have a brief intermission? He has to see me.
Go for it.
I had to go see my baby. I mean, for you guys, that was like a second.
Sprite, Coca-Cola, Pee-Pee.
Pee-Pee, Sprite.
My socks from Wish have arrived. I'm gonna post that.
Okay. We're back from intermission.
Yeah.
For me seeing my beautiful baby boy. So on the way to Los Angeles, they didn't really have to make that announcement very much. On the way back from LA, they made that announcement like 6 times. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you that it is federal law to wear your mask over your nose and mouth between sips and bites of your food or beverage.
It's funny how they're like so professional because they have to be professional, of course.
By like the 5th time, the guy who was making the announcements was like, ladies and gentlemen, like he was getting fed up.
If you don't put on your damn mask,
I'm gonna at this point, throw you off the airplane.
He's like, who's the problem? Is it Californians going to Texas the problem?
No,
or Texans
probably not.
Going to Texas?
I think I think it was Texans going back to Texans. Honestly, Texas going back to
Texas.
Yeah, I can't speak. I would recommend bringing like sanitizing wipes, not just like hand sanitizer.
Do they allow little pocket-sized Germ-X?
Okay. Yeah, you can bring that. I would say that, make sure that you bring entertainment for yourself because honestly, like, okay, flying, we had screens that we could plug into. Flying back, we didn't. And also there was a guy sitting next to me flying back who couldn't find the outlet. So that's another thing. This is something that you should have been doing before COVID, but if you're flying anywhere for an extended period of time, like more than 2 hours, please bring like a power bank. They're like $20 at Target.
That was on our wish list. I mean, our Christmas list.
Our Christmas list. You can go and get one. They're really easy. Like, just charge it beforehand. And because there may not be outlets where you're sitting, there may be outlets in different parts of the plane.
Yep.
But in America, we use very old airplanes, I've discovered. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm flying Spirit, unfortunately. So, yeah. I'm
aw,
gonna be flying the plane.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
It was nice knowing you.
It was nice being on this podcast.
It'll just be
They're gonna charge me luggage fee, walking fee,
breathing
having shoes on the plane fee,
fee.
having to use a restroom fee, having to be on the plane. I mean, on the plane fee. Asking for the, what do they call it? The stewardess?
The flight attendant?
The flight attendant fee, seat belt fee,
Yeah, pretty much.
pushing the button fee. God damn.
I would say whenever you get the chance, like, use hand sanitizer or use like those sanitizing wipes. They will give you sanitizing wipes when you first get on the plane. That happened going and coming back, so you can wipe down your seat, you can wipe down your hands, you can wipe down any of the surfaces that you're gonna touch.
Bet.
And just like find a bathroom before you just wash your hands real good before you get on the plane.
If
You've
you
been
don't know how to-
touching stuff throughout
Yeah.
TSA, like yuck.
If people wondering, because I was wondering too, like, what does the X-ray look like from the inside? It don't look like shit, dude. Like, it's just black. Because I've passed my phone through there with the camera on, and there's nothing there. Like, it'll be like a beam of light because of the X-ray. That's about it.
Make sure that you refresh on like TSA guidelines. Make sure that you know kind of what's going to happen for your like airline, for whatever airline you're flying. I just have to say this. George Bush Intercontinental Airport, IAH Airport, really nice.
Okay,
I loved it.
That was my next topic. Like, some people, you went to LAX to LAX.
Yeah, LAX.
And which is the most common and most popular airport on every
It's the shittiest airport I've ever been
TV
to.
shows, movies, or whatever.
I hate it.
There you go.
I hate it.
Shittiest airport.
You know how people are like, let's like the old bad joke from like Seinfeld or whatever is like airplane food. Okay, airplane food, yeah, not that great. Airport food, disgusting. Get
In
that
LAX.
shit out of here. Yes, specifically in LAX.
Okay, so we're gonna bash on LAX.
Yes. If you're
'Cause
going
George
to
is pretty
California,
cool.
like if you're going to LAX, like I'm so sorry. It takes like 40,000 years to walk from each terminal to the next, and they don't have one of those like you know
little
how
carts, like little bus car, little
you know like the metro like that goes around the airport that you
Oh
can get on?
yeah,
Yeah.
They don't have that?
No.
man. Okay,
At least from what I experienced, because my friends and I looked for it because we were like, let's just take that to get to a better terminal for food. They don't. You have to walk to each terminal, and we were in like the last terminal at LAX, so we just had to deal with whatever was around us.
that's what sucks about airports sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a crap ton of terminals. You're like, what side are you on, or what terminal are you in, or what, I don't know, like what wing are you at? Like, I'm on the east wing. Oh, I'm on the west wing. How far is that? Like 3 miles? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, literally,
That's
it's
insane.
ridiculous.
They don't have a metro?
No.
That's stupid.
Yeah, no. And I was like complaining to my friend Chris from San Francisco. Hey, Chris. I was like, man, my feet really hurt after the concert because I went to go see BTS. I wish that LAX had like a spa. And he was like, well, they have spas at like the Incheon airport in Seoul, right? And I was like, what? Like, why are our airports so outdated? Like, IAH was really nice, but
Well, no, IH has like spas, but you gotta be like on the bougie club.
right. I'm just saying, like, I wish I could go pay like $30 and go get a pedicure.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have to be like,
Right.
Premier member.
Yeah.
Like, why are our airports so outdated? Like, that sucks. That's wrong. Bring earbuds of some sort.
Yes, earbuds, headphones, something. Like, be the introvert you've always wanted, or you were never, like, you would never be the introvert. Just be introvert, my bad. I'll put it that way. Because, yes, like, Okay, I've done a mistake one time where I was like doing small talk with somebody on the airplane. Not the recent flight, but a flight. But the person was pretty chill about it. Like, I remember crystal clear. Her name is Louise. She was from England. She was a teacher.
Wow.
And she was traveling from South America to Central America, then going back to England. I was like, "Damn, how long you been on vacation?" And she's like, "I'm a teacher, so we're out for school for like 4 months.
Wow.
So I'm just traveling for 4 months." And I'm like, "What the fuck? 4 months? And you make that much money to be able to travel?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." But that was the only time I made conversation with like a stranger.
Right.
But other than that, I like pop my headphones in. Like, if you need something, I don't know what the hell somebody would need from me at an airplane.
Right.
Cause I ain't got nothing for you.
Right.
Like, can I borrow a piece of? I ain't got no paper.
Right. Exactly.
I ain't got no pen.
I want to say this. Okay, if you're listening to our podcast, you're probably a cool person. But I swear to God, my patience was so thin when we were coming back because I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
I was tired. Hadn't slept. All the things, right? There was this fucking bitch. I'm not usually this rude on the podcast.
Okay.
And the whole time that we're in the line to get on the airplane.
Yeah.
She's on FaceTime with her phone as loud as it can go.
Okay.
And I remember her conversation like crystal clear.
Yeah.
And I wanted to like knock the phone out of her hand and be like, "You're fucking holding up the line, you bitch."
I hate people like that.
And then
I hate people like that in general that I don't FaceTime in public.
yeah, like without earbuds on.
Yeah.
Or in like if you okay.
And then start talking really loud because
They're talking really loud. And it's like, what? No, I can't hear you. What? It's like, fucking just phone call.
Yeah, you put your right here, bro. Put your phone to your ear. Nobody needs to hear Sally yell through a FaceTime. Like, no one needs to hear that.
Like, you can speak at a very relatively normal volume when you're on the phone, and somebody will hear you, unless the connection is really bad. Because I'll be in like Walmart and calling Kara, right? And I have my earbuds in, my Bluetooth ones. So I'll just be like talking to her normally, like, "Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get some milk," like just like that, right? But these people in public, even if it's like pin drop silent, they're like,
Huh?
yeah, like
What?
I think no, totally. You could probably just go get some loafers. Like
Your bad connection.
I'm
at an airport. I'll call you back. I wish they would say that.
literally.
I'll call you back.
I seriously should have just been that bitch to be like, get off your fucking phone.
Oh.
Like, she literally was on FaceTime when she put her phone down to, like, scan the boarding pass. And not only that, so, like, she scanned her boarding pass, right? And is still on FaceTime. I was like, surely, once she scans her, she's going to be done. She was still on FaceTime on the fucking plane.
I've never heard of a phone call that important.
No, and it wasn't important. They weren't talking about, like, mother's funeral is being planned for the following day. No, it was like, yeah, like, you should just get some work loafers. Like, it's not that important. And the other girl on the, like, line was like, yeah, but, like, so-and-so. And I was just like, I hate you both. I hope that some sort of terrible tragedy befalls you because I am tired and I don't feel good. And you are the worst people that exist right now. That is how I felt, truly. And if you recognize me, yeah, that's how I felt about you. Like, don't be that person.
Oh, I'm gonna say this because I did this without.
What did you do?
This is the most dumbest thing anybody could ever do.
Am I about to be mad at you?
No, you're about to be like, why the fuck did you do that kind of thing? So I was on my way to, not North Carolina. I was going somewhere, but I was by myself. And
why the fuck do you go to North Carolina so often?
I didn't go. That was my recent trip.
Oh, okay.
Like my most recent trip.
Okay.
But I went somewhere and I was by myself, and I had luggage. Like I don't know why, but I brought my camera gear, and so I had a backpack, and then I had like my duffel bag. So I had like too much stuff on me, and it was like heavy because of the backpack, and I had my drone in it. So regardless, I had too much heavy stuff on me.
Okay. So you had to check something?
And so I, like, me being the person I am, I was like, let me buy expensive airport like knickknacks and souvenirs and shit like that.
Right.
So all right, cool. So luckily, my terminal, the gate, whatever, was right across from the restroom. And so I fucking just jetted to the restroom without taking my shit.
Did you? No.
Yeah. And then why didn't like run, you know? Like that'll be so too suspicious. I just like, okay, I need to take a quick piss and I'll be right back.
Bestie, did your shit get stolen?
Fuck no.
Don't do that.
And so yeah,
hey,
don't do
holiday
that.
travel tip, don't fucking do what Ro did.
Don't leave your shit in like at the seat because that's the big no.
I feel like we didn't really have that many tips. Basically, it's wear your fucking mask, sanitize, wash your hands.
And don't leave your stuff.
Don't leave your stuff. And
unattended.
don't be rude. Don't be fucking don't be rude. I'll find out. I'll hurt you.
And don't do what I did because what I did is stupid.
What? Yes, you can do that in like some countries. You should not do that in America.
No, I mean yeah, because all I did was like I literally just like walked in, you know, wash hands, come out. It was literally like in the span of like, I have to say like within a minute, you know. And
yeah, but in that minute, somebody could have stolen all your shit.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
So don't do that. Like only do that if you're traveling with somebody.
Right.
Then you can like leave your stuff with somebody.
Right.
If you're by yourself, just take all your stuff with you. I just thought I was like, you know what? Like where am I gonna put all my stuff? I mean, they have like shelves in the restroom where you can put your stuff at, but I don't know. I just wasn't even thinking. I really wasn't even thinking. I just said, you know, go in there, take a quick piss, come out. All right, let's go.
One of the things that I did, either I didn't know or I had completely forgotten about with TSA is that you have to take your jacket off. So you not only have to take your shoes off, but you have to take your jacket off.
See, my deal is if your scanner is that weak to not look through a jacket.
I was so pissed at LAX because I had to open up my suitcase and take my laptop out. They wouldn't let it go through.
My mom gets stopped at TSA because she has a knuckle hip. And so, like, she'll, like, take off her belts, her earrings or whatever, and it'll still beep. And she's like, it's okay. Got a knuckle hip. Got metal inside of me.
A knuckle hip?
Yeah.
You mean a nickel hip?
Is it a nickel? That's
nickel.
Oh, a nickel. My bad. That's a metal, not knuckle.
I was trying to, like, a knuckle, like, on your finger? Like,
No, my bad. Nickel.
A nickel hip.
A nickel hip. And it's just like, don't worry, got a metal hip. You know, it happens all the time. I'm always getting stopped or whatever.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, if that x-ray can go through skin and flesh and bone and to see if there's metal inside your body, you gotta take off my jacket and you can't see through my jacket.
You know what's fascinating is that, like...
And I'm doing this, you know, doing ballerina stuff.
Right.
Inside the x-ray.
Right. They wouldn't let... They had to do, like, a different thing for Ava. They wouldn't let Ava go through, like, the main thing.
It
Like-
probably has to do with some, like, radiation kind of stuff.
Or maybe because she's a kid. I don't know. The people at IAH, I keep trying to say IHA. That's probably a different airport. Were a lot nicer than the people at LAX. Just try and be nice to the people at the airport, though. Especially the flight attendants. I only called the flight attendant once, and that was because I was like, "Excuse me, miss. I'm so sorry to bother you. I feel very sick to my stomach. May I please have some ginger ale?"
It's funny. So I'm so sorry to bother you, but that's their job.
Yeah, but I still feel bad.
You know, I've never called a flight attendant.
I only did it because I felt like I was going to throw up.
I never. You know what? There is a chewable pill. You told me the name of it.
Dramamine.
Yeah. Dramamine? Dramamine, yeah. So yeah, I ate it one time and I felt good. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel nauseous. I didn't feel like I was gonna like be lightheaded or whatever, dizzy. I took it. I recommend it for people that are nauseous, or if you're first time flying, definitely try that. Eat that.
Bring
chew
mint
it.
gum. Bring Dramamine. Or bring ginger candies. Like, bring things that you can suck on, like that will help. Like mint is proven to like help with nausea. So if you get car sick really easily, or if you get motion sickness, like try and make sure that you bring some type of gum, or the do not disturb signs worked.
Who was that?
That was Dad.
Oh.
Dad just tried to enter our recording studio, but yeah, bring that because I didn't. And it would have helped me not feel so sick. I didn't throw up on the airplane. I just threw up in my friend's car.
Pop. How bad did your ears pop?
They popped pretty bad.
Okay.
It hurt.
Yeah.
Honestly. So you want to, when the plane is taking off, try and swallow. Swallow a lot or chew gum. I hear that helps. Or my friend Kara says, "Oh, just open your jaw." Like just like that. And it'll help. Frankie is here, which means it's almost time for us to wrap up. Was this a productive episode? Not really, but we haven't recorded in like a week. And also, I'm still recovering from that trip.
It's just a ranting episode about airports.
Seriously, though, I will fucking get you if you're rude in an airport to anybody.
And if you don't,
I'll just appear.
And okay, planes don't got free Wi-Fi. And if they
no,
do,
you have to pay.
Yeah, you got to pay like what, $50 for 2 hours?
No, it was actually for my whole flight, which was 4 hours. It was only like $15.
Okay, there are other places that will charge you like an arm and a leg.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not worth getting Wi-Fi. So if you have Netflix, just download your song. Not your song. Download your shows.
If you have
your
Spotify,
movies.
download your songs.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. For Spotify,
Right.
download your song. If you're on HBO or Netflix or Hulu, whatever, download your movies, download your shows, because that way they're already downloaded.
Right.
And you have to worry about no Wi-Fi.
Or maybe pay for the Wi-Fi. I did.
Or if you're really old school, just take yourself a little DVD player with the screen pop up.
Oh my God.
And take one of those.
I don't know if anybody's going to know what those are anymore, bestie.
Yeah.
You can follow us at Megan Rowe in the Morning anywhere. If you enjoyed this episode, leave us a comment, a share, or a like. Make sure that you're following us on wherever you're listening or watching. We're at Mr. in the Morning on Twitter. The hashtag that you can use to get in contact with us is Mr. in the Morning. That's MR in the Morning. If you want to send us an email, at Megan Rowe in the Morning. If you're that fucking bitch in the airport who apparently wanted to broadcast her entire FaceTime conversation in the world, like to the fucking world, meet me in the Arby's parking lot and we'll fucking go. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Please be safe. Get vaccinated if you can. Wear your mask. I love you. Stay safe.
What she said.
Oh. Okay, that was great.
All right.